Hey folks, Phil Gallagher of ThrabenU here for another Monster Train run. Hope you enjoyed the diversion from the normal content yesterday, but we're going to get back to it today. So, we're getting the Talos that pushed back, we're getting Spell Shield Fell, and we're getting Seraph the Patient. I find that this Talos is really annoying for Primordium builds because Primordium dies to a Stiff Breeze, and you can't really do much to protect Primordium by like playing a morsel in front because Plank isn't constant morsel generation, and this makes it so that the enemies come in with armor 5, so Plank doesn't kill them unless it's upgraded anyway. So we probably have a tough start of the run ahead of us. Like I said, Primordium starts are often pretty rocky. Our starter cards are quite good, though, so we'll see what we can do with that. Iron Drop Cage is really at its best in different clan combinations other than what we're looking at here. It's so much better when you can go up as opposed to going down, because when you go up, you feed something to the pyre. So I think we'll take Icicle Fracture here over just taking 25 gold, but it's close. I have one damage shield effect. I have one damage shield effect that makes this good. I feel like I always try to go this way, and sometimes it ends up okay. It gives me the damage shield for Seraph the Patient, which is kind of a big deal. So I guess I'm going to continue going this way. I'm really interested in playing some aggressive edible runs with, like, Animus of Will, but those sorts of things haven't really made themselves happen. Alright, Spikes 3. So, this does have 10 health, so it's not going to immediately die. Gold's really important for taking and upgrading a unit here, if that's what I'm planning on doing. I think since this gives 10 health, I can get away with taking this trial. This trial gets really awkward if our planks don't work out well, or if we don't draw a Train Steward on turn 1. But it seems like we're okay. This probably guarantees that I win the fight. I'm just gonna do it. Can't really play you out in front well. I'm just gonna leave that in the deck. Oh, nice. Looking good. Oh my god, Plank. Thank you! Need to give you the HP. Ah. I can use 2 spells to kill you. That's fine. Don't want to give you a damage shield. Yeah, it's better to do that. Take guaranteed morsels. What was this? Attack? That seems fine. But I'll probably kill off this. 32 life. Take damage. Man, did I really melt through all those damage shields already? Wow. Alright, good stuff. I don't hate Morsel Miner. So, since I'm not offered an Umbra banner on this floor, I really need to go to the Stygian banner to make it through fight 2. This is just some morsel production, which will be okay whether or not I get Gorgers. I'm not super in love with any of this, but I think I'm going to take an offering token to help filter through my deck initially. If I was going to the Merchant of Magic, I'd pick up the Ice Tornado there, but I'm not. I mean, we have multi-strike. Yup. This is fine. Alright, is Battlestone good enough? I would really like to hit plus 25 HP, duplicate this unit, take capacity, and then play an incant build. There's also worlds where I go right and try to get a Frostbite Shark, though. On floor 4, I want to go here. Floor 5, I maybe want to go here, depending on whether or not I have other creatures to upgrade. On floor 6, I want to go here. On floor 7, I want to go here. On floor 8, I probably want to go here. Yeah, I think I'm going to reroll for HP or incant armor and try to play an incant-based build. Alright. I'm not really planning on looking for units at this point. We're just going to skip this trial. Well, whatever. Hang out down there, guys. I definitely want to kill that. I'll not be given such a privilege. I kind of need to scale up here. But I think I'm going to need to play some spells top floor next turn to finish that thing off anyway. Nope, I can't math. I don't need to do that at all. And Umbra Assault here. Taking up a morsel up top. Maybe Frozen Lance mid was better, but I think I kill top. Yeah, I do. Let's try to plink this. Try to plink this. Thanks, Blink. What's better, the Ember or 4 health? Probably the Ember. Risk Plank? Sure. Lifesteal's great. We'll drop a Train Steward behind, but that's fine. And this is probably worth a good amount of damage. Space Prism interests me. It's a free spell in addition to also increasing capacity so that I can play morsels. Do I need the oomph of Helical Crystallis? I think I do. Alright, so now I get to decide whether or not I am going to continue on my plan of duplicating this. I think I like it. Either that or go right and fish for a sap totem. Oh, thank you. Yep. Gladly. Very gladly. If I can get the Space Prism to fire off, this can also make this fight much easier in some ways. I think my line here is play Primordium front, let Primordium get... Oh, fuck. Dazed is going to transfer to my Siren, isn't it? That was poor sequencing. Alright. You get armor on Slay? No? Okay. No mistake. Space Prism, one-time dealer? Ooh. That's okay. I think I'm just gonna scale this floor up. not getting all my cards out of my hand successfully, which I don't love. Alright, Plink. Okay, good. Not perfect, but good. We wanted it to hit this twice, ideally, so that I could then Umbra assault that. And like, damn, these creatures having this extra armor is super annoying. I think I'm just gonna let one of these Train Stewards be a sacrificial lamb here. Take 5 fire damage. Oh wait, no, take no fire damage. Vapor Funnel. That's a great hit. Let's do... You're at 50. Yeah, this will save some damage. I can go 3, then 3 to get multiple morsels here. Then Vapor Funnel finishes you off. And I probably just want to deal 14 to this front creature. Keep this alive for another turn. Alright. Get that out of there. Lifesteal this turn. That's fantastic. Assume a Train Steward behind that is worth a lot of damage. And we'll fire off 3 spells next turn, hope for the best. Don't even need to hope. We're just there. Furnace Tap is incredibly interesting if drawn early. And I get to put it on this, and then I get a billion stacks of multi-strike. But I don't have a bunch of free spells yet, so I think it's too early in the run to bank on something like that being good. I think I'm going to take the generically useful Siren Song. Now I'm being offered the Titan Sentry. Which can be played on a lower floor as a distraction in the last fight, and it becomes very good if I give it Endless. I probably can't turn it down. I don't love that it's going to decrease the percentage of the time that I'm able to like set up exactly the way that I want to effectively, but it is what it is. Alright, so of the Merchant of Steels, which one do I actively want to go to? That one is the answer, but that's too far away. I think this first Merchant of Steel is really important. I think I'll probably go here where I can also pick up the gold. I don't think that does anything. No. Well, kind of. Ouch. My goal with this shop was just to generate as many free spells as I could. I did a split on Frozen Lance versus Flash Freeze because you need a target in order to play Flash Freeze on the same floor as your Sirens. So that's why I split those. Yeah, I want that damage shield. I've got a unit to protect. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different things that kill creatures. Yeah, sure. I can also just use the Vapor Funnel to kill everything. That would be my preferred way to do it. But that becomes more awkward if the bottom floor is small. The correct way to do this so that I don't transfer Dave was that and that, right? Now, Antumbra Assault this, or just... no, probably just Antumbra Assault that. Send them up. Still incants is what I care about. The only creature that matters here is this one. But I'm probably not getting to that creature. I'm pretty sure that I want to do that. That's going to take out a bunch of backliners. An awkward amount of Ember. I really want to grovel and grow myself for the boss while getting a couple more damage shields. I think I'm going to go ahead and do that and just take a touch more damage directly to the pyre. Just make sure that I kill the boss without the boss hitting the pyre, because that's much more damning. Now at this point, I think I just probably want to play 3 spells a turn here and call that good. Sometimes 2 could be better. I need to scale up a little bit. This is worth a good amount of scaling. I have to make sure I killed that. I'd just take the Frostbite on it right now and not scale. Every time I scale up here, it's just worth so much damage. Try to freeze the good flank to my hand. My first creature is going to get through this pretty easily and get 1 hit on the back one. For ballpark, I'm doing 70 there as of right now. I think that's going to be okay. Let's blink once there and then play 2 spells on this floor. Looks great. Flash freeze you, call it good. Good work. Yep, looks good. Beast is interesting, but probably not good. I think I just skip all of this. I don't hate Dazed. Don't hate free things that have a relevant effect. I think I'm just gonna skip. Like I'm going to get a lot of Merchant of Magics over the rest of this run to try and really make things pop off. Alright, we found an Endless Shark. Great, we'll give it HP. Don't train stewards, right? Two. Not for long. I think I just move on here. I'm not quite as good at incanting as I need to be. Spikes eats through my damage shields. This also eats through my damage shields. But I kind of feel like I need to try to get stronger. I think I'm going to go ahead and turn that on. My Endless Shark can deal with lower floors. If Plank does me dirty here. Come on, Plank. Then I can flash freeze elsewhere. Nice. 68. Roughly 30, 45, 48. Need more oomph up there. So let's just flash freeze this. And I think I just want to spend this turn buffing my top floor. You have a spot here, right? Move text. I think I want to play this Train Steward. Not have it in the deck for the next fight. It's possible that I actually want to save it. Siren Song isn't going to be better than just spamming spells at improving my damage output, I don't think. Oh, thought I was going to be just a touch short. Oh, I hit 36, which is killing this in one hit. Okay, that makes sense. Destroy your Frostbite. Twice. This is better scaling than Grovel. Guess I want to use this, it's lower damage. Really just need more cost upgrades. Like, I'm freezing a bunch of cards to my hand. That's an indication that I haven't played... Sorry, that I haven't upgraded enough cards yet. Thank you. I don't hate Crucible Extension. Looks a lot better with Titan's Claws that I just picked up. I'm gonna go ahead and take it. Is this takeable now? I wonder if this is takeable now. Probably questionable. Like, that space is really good for making of a morsel in particular. I think I'm still going to skip it. Like, I don't want to immediately solve a problem and then create a new problem. Like, the same problem that I was just having as well. There's a world where I want to go here to specifically look for the incant triggers twice artifact. That sets this run over the top and makes it incredible. If I go right here, I can look at 2 different shops for it. It's just the question of, like, how valuable are the card removes? The first card remove hits a Train Steward, the second card remove hits an unupgraded Plink or Frozen Lance, and those are very good hits. I go this way into this way, I get 4 card removes, and I really can get the deck down to something that is playing a lot of free cards every turn. I think I'm still supposed to go this way. Since I just took a Space Prism, I think I want to improve the damage on this. Yes. Kind of want cost reductions on all of my cards. Which is definitely a problem. Holdover. Holdover 1 cost Grovel solves a lot of problems in the last fight. Holdover making of a morsel is also very good. The damage shields are very critical to my success in the last fight, though. A little worried about that, even with my champion getting better and giving damage shields. I don't think I want to go into the holdover Siren Song world. Go holdover damage shields. No. No. Although it is kind of hilarious to think about taking this and trying to make them free via Titan's Claws / Icicle Fracture combo. But I don't think I want to contribute to deck bloat. Go unupgraded Plink. Pretty happy with this. I don't think we're dead here or anything. Link down here. Versus Plink up here. I think I'm Plink down here. The morsels are pretty valuable. Yeah, that's a lot of scaling. So obligatory Siren goes there. I think obligatory cast the free spells for scaling. The real question is, like, which floor do I play the Shark on? I think I can deal with that next turn. Or alternatively, it just goes to the fire and dies. I think I'm supposed to play this on bottom still. I think I care about this more. Oh shoot, that Grovel was really supposed to go here. I transferred the damage shields. That was sloppy. Now it doesn't matter. Where am I plinking? A good plank top. I think I just want to scale my units. Like, there's too much of a chance of, like, Plank not really doing anything if I play it on bottom. I'm still good to do this. Yeah, I'm still good to do this. Now, maybe this floor. Am I gonna get anywhere close to dealing 200 damage? Yeah, actually, I probably am. That probably means it's fine to just do this. Siren's Song just kills this outright. And I don't think I'm going to need targets this turn. Yeah, let's send that up there. This front Siren is scaling really well. Get in there. Actually, I should have considered looting away that plank. $100 and 7. Alright, long day. I'm gonna be lazy here. I don't want to like mess this up and take power damage that I don't need to. Alright, so you have 127 health. You're currently taking 89, which means 38. I hit 25 of that, leaving you with 13, which means Flash Freeze is not a kill, but Flash Freeze also adds 4 damage, so it is a kill? No? Oh, no. It is a kill, just not here. It's a kill there. Okay, there we go. I hope what I'm doing is sustainable, because it's really fun. Siren Song hits for 75, which is not enough currently, but what if I do that? Just saves me 1 damage shield. Actually, I only need to do 1500 damage. I think I'm good. And, for good measure, you know what? I'm pretty sure this still kills, but let's not mess with it. I don't know if that math, like, somehow involved all my morsels, but I'm very sure that Fel was dead. God Mitosis is pretty sick with what I have going on. Ancient Synergy is also really cool. I like Ancient Synergy because it can become free and be very strong. It also helps me before I've gotten set up and gives me like another good card to upgrade. Can I take a card draw? I think I can take card draw. I kind of have Ember. I don't have as many free cards as I'd like, but I think we're still going to string together a deck that is good enough. Raw number of damage shields, more important than additional damage? I think so. The good old Evans Gold Vapor Funnel combo. I don't think I get to say no to that. Does make this shop and the next shop more complicated, though. I also wonder if I can safely remove Siren Song from my deck now. I wonder if I'm strong enough. Create free cards? I think I want to value creating free cards more than anything else. I don't know whether holdover on something is better than both of these upgrades and saving a little bit of gold for the next floor. I don't think anything in my deck is good enough that I want to hold it over with Desperation. Like, I think a reduced cost there and maybe plus 10 magic power on it are just really good upgrades. It's even possible that I want to do 2 reduced costs on that. I want to do plus 10 on this so that it can kill more unit types. I think I'm strong enough to remove Siren Song. Not 100% sure. I know I'm going to remove one for unupgraded Frozen Lance. Let's just remove the other unupgraded Frozen Lance. There's, like, definite risk involved in not doing that. I think I need this gold. I think it hurts me. It makes it so that, like, Vapor Funnel just doesn't wipe everything for free. Turn 1 Titan Sentry does a lot of work towards mitigating that, though. Alright. Alright, I'd like a capacity card now. Thank you. I'm thinking about whether or not I'm supposed to play Making of a Morsel here. Because that scaling is really good. Just generates a few too many morsels for my liking. But it's more power and more health, both of which are relevant. I don't think I can go for it. Let's just let this morsel die here. I need to do 16 damage. If I play 2 spells up here, it's enough. I have 10 damage shields, so this is probably better. And that can go here. Alright. Free spell's great. Grovel is necessary. Free spell's great. Maximum number of spells. Freeze Ancient Synergy. Helps me to finish off that thing. Full space. Really nice. That means I can do this and it's not crazy. I think I'm also saving this card for a little bit longer. I guess if I leave Siren's Song in my deck and just freeze it into my hand, that's also a viable answer instead of just removing it. But you're frozen, you can stay then. I guaranteed freeze you to hand if I wait. I think I just want to use my Umbra to scale. I end up with more Frostbite if I leave those things down there. But that is probably worth more. Looks good. Two, three, four, five. Freeze Helical Crystallis for free. Oh, I also had a flash freeze. Whoops. Oh well. You just very, 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 very easily get this one. Alright, it's worked up to this point. Let's see if it keeps working. This is great. The second pass through the deck. That just represents a decent amount of growth. And the first pass through the deck, I have enough things going on that I'm okay with having one dead draw. I think that's better than 10 gold by a lot. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. I also think the Incant Totem is totally fine, to be fair. Tired of seeing Eternal Stones on this run. Ooh, these are good. So the hardest thing about my shops on this floor are really just going to be figuring out how much gold I want to spend. Lightstone Casing is a great example of this. We're using Lightstone Casing and then improving this holdover card is very good, but is that worth the amount of damage that it takes off of my pyre? Harder to say. I think it's good. It's a very expensive upgrade, but like this frees up so much Ember for me that I think I'm good with that. Spell weakness is okay. I have a duplication. I can duplicate my holdover Grovel. Get a whole bunch of damage shields a turn. That's really appealing to me. It also just means that I'm not going to whiff and just totally miss out on it early. Alright, at 66 pyre damage, I now feel like I'm not in too much danger of thing dying going to the pyre. So this is the point where I question, like, is it worth it for me to reroll the Merchant of Magic? Cost me 6 pyre damage down to 60 in order to reroll. That's fine. I don't know, for 180 HP enemies, the difference between spending and not spending this gold is maybe a big deal. I don't think I lose to Seraph. I think I lose to enemies getting through or enemies killing my stuff. Titan Sentry helps out so much in this fight that it's ridiculous. I'm really uncertain about how I should use my resources here, because a damage upgrade on like Helical Crystallis or a cost reduction on Ancient Synergy are both very good. I think I'm just gonna call this good. I didn't want this. Alright, let's see how bad the first turn looks, though. Oh, first turn. Looks fucking great. GG! Really, though, this is just insane. So we get Siren, we get Primordium, get to loot, toss that away, play a Titan Sentry. $30, $40, $50, $65. Let's just kill this. That keeps you alive and lets me scale up here. What a beautiful turn one. Not perfect or anything, but good. Like, I could have, Sorry, what a beautiful turn two. Like, if this Grovel was also in a hand with plus capacity, I'd be a little happier, but... So, obligatory things. Like, I'm doing that. I'm doing that. Now, down here, a little interesting. So I would like to play these morsels. I guess I can play the morsels on bottom without being at a detriment still, right? 15, 30, he'll kill. But Frostbite still owns you. Yeah, that's fine. So... just do that and these can die. Alright, we've now frozen the Siren Song. That's as good as card remove. Make just a few morsels. I maybe made a mistake. Could have waited to see what this plank does. I didn't make a mistake. I can freeze it to my hand, though. Bye-bye! One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I want to get a card out of my hand. Assume that that can go. Okay. So we don't get good morsels this turn. Nice. I'll play a couple of Grovels. When this creature finally takes damage, kind of a big deal. So none of this is actually doing me damage right now. This goes up to the pyre, but that doesn't matter. I think I can just hit either that or that. Let's scale. I gotta save that. One frostbite. Alright. I have some work to do with this floor, but I'm not actually worried. Yeah, that's about where I thought that was going to end up. And that's lethal. Nice. This fight is just like so cozy when you have silence and you don't have to worry about a giant Seraph coming around to smack you for a billion later. I think I'm just going to use this to scale, honestly. Like, I don't need it later with the damage numbers that I'm going to have by the time those units get to the top floor. Yeah. Viking 2 damage shields is totally hot there. Just by the way. I'm going to be doing about 400 a turn cycle and I get 19 turn cycles. I feel like you're already dead. That Lightstone casing pick looks real good, just by the way. Obviously not what I intended to do. I don't think that matters. Alright, good stuff. And I've gotten into the habit of just like stopping playing cards when I have that red X after that one run where this Seraph killed me. I know you're silenced this time, but I'm onto your tricks. So this run was really, really interesting for me. I want to take a couple of minutes to debrief it and talk about why I think this run was so interesting. To re-get all my crowns. Okay, so why was this run interesting to me? So from early on, when I was offered that Siren of the Sea and the chance to make it very strong and duplicate it, it was clear to me that I wanted to be playing an incant-based run. But I really might have been pigeonholing myself into a strategy that wasn't guaranteed to work. I did get some things in this run which really, really increased the power for me to be an incant deck. Namely this Titan's Claws, which made it so that the cards that were getting stuck in my hand with Icicle Fracture were turned into real cards the following turn. I really ended up being much more of a morsel deck than I was expecting to be. The grovels and making of a morsel plus the extra room were just so good once my champion was gone. That made the fewer incant triggers that I was getting not really that big of a deal, just because I had high quality morsel generation very consistently every turn. Yeah, I absolutely loved that run. I think the last floor was really hard to play. Like, I very much liked the Lightstone casing play, but I think you can play the final floor very, very differently and like not take Lightstone casing and instead re-roll looking for the incant artifact or do a couple extra card removes. Like, I didn't end up needing any fire damage from Heaven's Gold because Lightstone casing just did a lot of work. But things could have gone very differently if my turn 1 and 2 weren't so good. Like, we found a grovel early, we found the shark on turn 1. Like, so many things went right there. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed it. Would love to hear some comments about what you would have done differently in this run, though, because I think it was a really cool and interesting run.